Welcome children to our first English literature class. The first poem which we have in our syllabus is Whistle Away. Let me define the term whistle. Whistle means to make a loud sound. Dear children, when do we whistle? We whistle when we are in jovial and happy mood. And why do we whistle? We whistle to make others happy and joyful and to make the situation very pleasant for others. Let me explain the poem to you. The poem is a lesson in the joys and advantages of being an optimistic, hardworking and generous person. The first line, whistle away my merry boy, with happy face and heart of joy. The poet conveyed his message through a boy. He showed that he has very good connection with the boy. That is why he has used possessive adjective. My merry boy. This is a possessive adjective and merry means cheerful. He said that this boy has to be very joyous inside his heart. The second line, with happy face and heart of joy. The poet said that if he feels happy inside his heart, it will definitely reflect on his face and then he will look very bright. The next line, if it will help you to be strong, whistle a tune when things go wrong. Every time all the things will not go very smoothly, that we all know. Sometimes we all face some difficulties. At that moment, we should not lose our temper and patience. Hence, the poet told us to whistle. It will provide us energy. Even sometimes we see many people working in different industry and factory. When they work, they sing and they make some various jokes with their friends and co-workers to lighten their mood. Actually whistling makes everything better. The next line you see, and whistling lightens it for you if your task is hard to do. Here ear is actually the contracted form of ever, E-V-E-R. So we know that we are given different work to do, but when we do this work, we face different problem. But we have to overcome the problem with our intelligence, with different knowledge. At that moment, we should not overcome the problem. We have to solve it very calmly. And at that moment, we have to keep our patience also properly. Whistling helps a difficult task feel less punishing than it actually is. Next line, whether it be sowing the seeds, hoeing the corn or pulling weeds, gathering fruit or raking hay, or driving cows, whistle away. So there are some words which show that the poem is set in rural area. Sowing the seeds, hoeing the corn, pulling weeds, gathering fruit, these all show that this boy has involved himself in some agricultural work. So we all know that before sowing the seeds, what does a farmer do? A farmer breaks the soil, he levels the soil, then he sows the seeds, right? Here also the boy followed the same way to sow the seeds. So, and when he was doing all this work, he has been facing a lot of difficulties. So that is why the poet suggested him to whistle through which he can get some energy, and whistling also gives him some enthusiasm to continue his own work. Next, whistle a tune if you cannot sing, and that should seem the next best thing. See, if you cannot sing, then you can whistle a tune. It is very normal that we are not at all of us are not at all expert in singing a song. But at that time, we should not feel very much depressed for not singing a song. At that moment, we can whistle a tune, and it is one of the best thing. If we whistle a tune, it is also one of the best thing that you can do. Perhaps to will cheer the hearts of some who chance to hear. Here to will is also contracted form of it will. So here the poet told us that by whistling a tune we can lighten our mood, and it is not only making our mood happy, it can make others very happy. We may not know them, but listening to the whistle, they can also be very cheerful. Okay. Next here we are seeing that better to whistle than to pout and scold and fret, no one can doubt. So dear children, when do we pout? When we are very annoyed. At that moment we push out our lower lips, right? So, and when do we and here I want to tell you the meaning of fret. Fret means worry about something. The poet suggested us not to pout, not to scold, and not to fret. Instead of that, the poet gave an emphasis on whistling. According to the poet, whistling is better than pouting and scolding and fretting, because pouting, scolding and fretting, these are all negative behavior. These are not at all constructive, and these do nothing to make things better. So that is why the poet suggested us to avoid all these things. So keep a merry heart, my lad, and thus make other people glad. My lad. This word suggests here that the poet actually loves that child very much. That is why he has again used possessive adjective my lad. So keep a merry heart. The poet requested him to keep a cheerful heart, because if we keep a good heart, then only we can help others, right? And if we help others, then only the other will also feel good, and like this way the society will also progress, right? So here the poet conveyed a message to us that we can also give happiness to anyone who is facing difficulties in their life for free. For that reason, we have to extend our hand to help them out. If anyone faces any problem, any difficulties in their life, so what will be our duty? Our duty will have to help them out by giving them some suggestion, by giving them some things. So whatever they need, we have to do it. Do all the good you can each day as you toil, whistle away. So whatever you want to do, you can do, but simultaneously if you whistle, then definitely you will get some positivity, some strength. It will definitely refresh your mind, and it will give you some strength to do further work. So that is why the poet ended the chapter by giving us a very good message that the best we can do is always meet adversity head on, do our duty, and never stop being helpful and charitable. Thank you.